Major Shah is also live with us. Major Shah, what do you make of this statement coming from the Ajmer Dargah? A step in the right direction, but would you say it's come a little late in the day?
Yes, Meenakshi, it's come a bit late in the day and step in the right direction, of course. You know, I was speaking to Mr. Ahmed, who is the former Chancellor of the Maj Mohd Ali Shah University, and he was totally of the view, he said that on your channel as well, there has to be a very firm committee which takes decision of decision makers who are bold, who are strong, and who do not delay in giving out any statement or any decision. Because a statement like this, it might be well-meaning, but then if it's not done at the right moment, it loses its purpose. Like for example, if I give you an example for you to connect and everyone to connect. Supposing you address somebody by a wrong name and the person does not correct that person then and there, then it loses later on. Kya thi karna? So it is the same thing. So yes, I think the intention of anyone for that matter could be right, but it has to be done at the right time. Like for example, rewards and recognition has to be done immediately. A punishment should be given separately, privately, but immediately. So similarly, a statement has to be made when the iron is hot, strike now, which means at the right time. A stitch in time saves 9.
And would you say, sir, this statement, is it mere lip service? Again, we'd like to reiterate that this step is appreciated, but what is it going to translate into on the ground? Is it going to somehow deter people from making such statements, at least in the future?
Oh, well, yeah, it could. One can see it both ways, but once again we reinstate that if there is a strong Dargah committee, like Meenakshi, my paternal grandfather was in the civil services. He was the administrator of the Ajmer Sharif Dargah for about almost a decade, in fact. And that time he was dubbed as a Sarkari Musliman. A Sarkari Musliman is somebody who panders to the demand of the government and at times has to take harsh decisions which could be against his own community as well. We need people who actually call a spade. We need neutral, unbalanced, balanced and unbiased people who are there. So again, I reinstate the words of Dr. Ahmed, the former Chancellor of Manu. He was bang on there when he says that a strong Dargah committee should be, in fact, he has proposed to Minority Affairs Minister, to Smriti Irani, or some names he's sent forward, and they should be considered. Otherwise, what happens is, as it is, the community, what has happened in Udaipur, what has been happening, the community takes a beating. And now when there is a reform, when there are people also doing good work, but that it gets really pressed, it doesn't come out in the open. But when we have a strong Dargah committee, it really can do a lot of good, Meenakshi.
Certainly so strong. Dargah Committee, a need of the hour. Major Shah, thank you for joining us with your views on this big story.